EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay up.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 17, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. To throw is Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of a couple. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down. What's that? 19.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Watson now to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. On third down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I 34. I 31. Pick up the ball.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On second down, it's Johnson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Again, it's Johnson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On second down now, it's Elliott. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He can roll. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
First down, Texans.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watson on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is it. 19. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 40 now on second down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 57 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And